This is what I was born to do. Time to let the world know.
Fellas, let's come out strong and never look back, man. It's time to play. Woo!
They're getting into that aggressive mindset right off the bat. You can hear them. They're juiced. You can hear it in his voice as well. Everyone is in their seats here at the Pepsi Center as the Nuggets look to grab a win here in downtown Denver, Colorado. Our starting lineups will look at the matchups here and who we'll see for our starting five for both teams. Hey, guys, what are we going to be looking for in this one from David West?
And the most striking thing about him, Kevin, is just how strong he is. He plays the game so physically. He may not be the most skilled guy, but he plays with a burning passion.
And he gives them a terrific option in the low post every time down the court. Even with multiple defenders around him, he knows how to create a shot for himself.
Last game for the Pacers, they pick up the W against the Sacramento Kings. And kind of a close game, only a 4-point win, but a win nonetheless.
And it was the role players in that game, Kevin, that really led the charge. You know, the guys who normally don't score a lot, they came in and really contributed.
A total team performance, Steve, the kind you need if you're going to win on the opponent's home floor.
And the call will be against Ty Lawson. That is his first foul of the game.
What a great play to sacrifice his body and take the hit.
Yeah, I thought that was excellent awareness and anticipation to beat him to the spot there.
Hill against Lawson. Hill kicks to Hibbert. It's back to Hill, and it's sent back by Wolf. Now here is Robinson. Pass to Wolf. The baseline J. Granger with the defensive effort.
One of the bright young head coaching stars in the league, Frank Vogel, took over the Pacers on an interim basis 3 seasons ago and immediately paid dividends. They had a strong finish to that season and his first season in a competitive first-round series against Chicago, and that success has continued to build and grow, and Frank Vogel deserves a lot of the credit.
So the Indiana Pacers able to put the first points up on the board. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. About a minute played so far here in the first. And Lawson, here we go. And it's sent back by George. Now Hill in the game against Sacramento. Very impressive. Fades away. West misses. And Coach Vogel, the second youngest coach in the NBA last season, but he had been working in the NBA for 15 years, Steve, prior to that, prior to becoming a head coach.
Yeah, 5 years as a video coordinator, a couple seasons as an advanced scout, and then 8 years on the bench as an assistant. So he's definitely paid his dues and learned a lot on his way up the ladder.
And here is Hill. Wilson Chandler getting his 3 to go, and that is good. Hibbert's got his first points of the night.
Beautiful lead pass there. He let his teammate run right underneath it.
Passes it to Wolf. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. The Pacers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. George with the ball. Now Lawson defending.
Second foul of the first quarter. They're probably going to have to sit him down here to try to avoid number 3.
Denver foul call. Ty Lawson.
Well, you look at Paul George, my man, PG 24, the young swingman out of Fresno State. Boy, he had a terrific year last season, was the most improved player last season, and a first-time NBA All-Star. You consider how young he is, just turned 23, and he's got the potential to make plenty more All-Star games. And I think he could ultimately be a defensive player of the year at some time in his career.
For Indiana, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Hill kicks to George. From downtown, no good. And Denver the other way now. And for Paul George, the 10th pick back in 2010. What a terrific find for the Pacers.
Well, he was already a good player, but I think the injury to Danny Granger last season created the opportunity for George to really emerge as an all-star. And that's exactly what he did. Dangerous inside and out, excellent defensive player, has a chance to be really special.
Here's Hill after the made shot from Wolf. And then Hibbert with the dunk. This game's going to take a big swing. Clark, if the D continues to clear out like that and give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we expect to see in a
Come on.
blowout, Kevin, or even
know.
an exhibition game, not a close game like this.
Look how frustrated Steve is over there.
Well, I
shaking
just,
his head.
you know what,
he's
Kev?
disgusted.
Come on, Kev. I just like that he didn't choose to just lay it up there. I mean, he threw it down with force.
Chandler's shot, good. Chandler's got 5.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
Yeah, me too, Clark. I think anytime you have success pounding the ball inside, you got to continue to go to the well.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high, fantastic one-hand jam.
Yeah, what a way to wrap up that possession.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Hill against Lawson. Robinson passes to Wolf. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. It's going to be on David West.
Nice work to get inside and draw the foul.
Yeah, it's obvious. The defense not going to allow many easy layups. They're going to make you earn it from the line.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Pacers.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And they're sharing the ball, too, which I love. They're piling up the assist. We're seeing great offensive movement.
The Pacers making a switch here. Scola's checked in. Good on both. So for the Nuggets, their last game, a loss to the Trailblazers in Portland.
They had major problems at the charity stripe in that game. It was interesting. They just could not make free throws.
Yeah, and that's frustrating to watch, especially on the road where your opportunities at the line tend to be a little more sparse than when you're at home. Boy, you've got to cash in on them.
Now, here is Miller. George Hill missing his last shot. Outside Robinson. The pass to Wolf, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
Boy, just a brain cramp, guys. I mean, that should have been the simplest of exchanges.
Mahinmi's checked in for Roy Hibbert. Pacers have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. The drive by Hill. Here's Scola. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got 6 assists in the game.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
Robinson passes to Wolf. That's good. The Machine's got 6 points.
Can't pass up that kind of look.
For Indiana, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. It's Hill on the wing, covered by Miller. Hill dishes to Mahinmi. In low to Scola. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top, but instead he'll shoot free throws.
You can talk about a lot of other power forwards around the league, and even though Louis Scola never really explodes for monster games, a lot of his opponents will tell you he's one of the toughest guys to deal with because he's so consistent and has a lot of versatility to his offensive game.
And he makes the first. On speaking of Luis Scola, 2-time MVP of the Spanish League. He didn't come to the NBA until his late 20s, but boy, when he arrived, he made a dent.
He was ready to go immediately because of his experience in Europe where he was a go-to scoring threat. And, you know, he could do a lot of things offensively, whether it was posting up or making that mid-range jump shot.
Scola hits them both.
Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
Here's the Machine. Ranger covering. Here's Wolf. But they recover.
He has great dexterity inside. He can contort his body, shift in midair, hang time. He can protect the ball and finish through contact. Just an impressive player in the paint.
And Steve, that's not a skill that most players have. I mean, that's exactly why they try to feed it to him in the paint whenever possible.
And George, here we go. The feed now to Scola. Foul call. Looked like the D didn't get there in time, and he'll shoot free throws.
He's made a name for himself in the league as being one of the best undersized fours out there, guys. I mean, Louis Scola can go up against somebody who's much taller than him and still find a way to pump fake his way to a hoop.
Louis Scola taking 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And Scola, Steve, at 6'9", not the biggest or most athletic player certainly on the floor, but He does a good job on the glass. He seems to be a very solid player.
And he plays very physically, on defense. He's not afraid to get into you. Probably struggles to defend the more athletic players, but I think Scola is one of the smarter, savvier players we have in this league.
Hill against Lawson. Hill kicks to Hibbert. Hill passes to Hibbert. Hickson grabs the ball. Hickson's got 4 rebounds in this game.
They haven't been able to open up a big lead, but the rebounds are starting to add up for them. They may be able to pull away a little bit.
Yeah, they've been doing the dirty work inside, Steve, playing a very tough brand of basketball.
On the court for Indiana, Stevenson and George on the wings. Roy Hibbert is out there with Danny Granger, and it's Hill in at the 1. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Hi, guys. The Machine in their last game against the Trailblazers. Boy, was he tremendous. He had 37 points and was in the zone as a shooter, lighting it up from both the foul line and the field. Just numbers that really jump out at you in the box score.
Great, Doris. Thanks. Any chance we see him top that performance at Clark here tonight?
I'd say no chance, partner. That's not a knock against him. It's just that he was so good that night. I don't think he can possibly do it 2 games in a row.
He was Kellogg'ian. Is that a word? We can use that word.
It is now.
Oh, look at Steve. He didn't like that, though. Look at him.
Well, let's just say he was really good. When the size advantage is that pronounced, that's exactly what you should do offensively in this situation. Take it strong to the middle.
Now, here is Lawson. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
Yeah, not to mention 4 big steals on the night. He's getting it done at both ends of the floor.
Kept alive.
And excellent interior defense there. Good rotations.
No doubt about it, Steve. He's a real presence inside. Takes up a lot of space.
The shot by George, no good.
Well, those chances are almost always 2 points for him. I guess the defense did what it had to do to bother him.
Robinson, that's good.
Late reaction from the defense, and he's always going to make good on that.
And here are the Pacers now. This is the first chance to take a look at the Nuggets this season.
And I think they're probably still smarting from what happened a year ago when they were swept in the season series, losing both matchups.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
Well, he should stay with those basics in a tight ball game because we've got one here tonight.
Here's Hill. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Now it's a 6-point Pacer lead.
He had his choice of finishing moves there, and you just got to love the fact he went old school with the finger roll.
Steve, talking about the sweep of last year, you have to expect that will be a motivating factor for him today. Clark, going winless against any opponent is not something they're used to.
Well, no matter what, this is a matchup I really look forward to and enjoy, Kevin. 2 of the league's best teams going at it, and you never know, partner. It could be a preview of this season's NBA Finals.
Wow, that's a big prediction.
Well, I make big predictions.
Yes, look at Steve. You do, don't you agree? Come on, you do. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hey, guys. Well, Brian Shaw had some advice for the team over that last break. He spoke very adamantly about being much more active in defending the perimeter shot, saying, no more soft defense on the perimeter. I want you guys all over their shooters. Guys, they're clearly hoping those changes have an effect even before this game makes it to halftime. Kevin?
And thank you for that, Doris. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. A moment now to look at the all-time list for blocks in a season. 7'4", Mark Eaton with 5.5 blocks a game. Wow.
that is a ridiculous number, Kevin. Eaton was a 2-time Defensive Player of the Year. Just a 4th-round pick out of UCLA back in 1982. Tell you what, he sure panned out for the Jazz.
Stevenson, and there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
And now a quick rundown of the leading free throw shooters at small forward this year. It's a pretty sure thing whenever one of them gets to the line. Number 4, Danny Granger.
And knowing what I do about the guys on that list, I can tell you, they've put in long hours in the gym to get those percentages where they are.
And that's what it takes, Steve. You know that better than anybody. I don't know if you're ever born a good free throw shooter. You can have some aptitude for being a good free throw shooter, but to be great, it's going to take a lot of hard work.
Here's the machine. Granger covering. 4 on the shot clock. Scooped up. Out there one. The Indiana leads to cut down to 4 on the bucket from Hickson.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Hill dishes to Stevenson. Feeds it to George. Wilson Chandler with the rebound. The Nuggets have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Stolen by George.
Yeah, the defender draped all over him.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there. Well, it's not often you find a player like Paul George who, as tall as he is, can play 2-guard. But when you do, you're going to see some really big numbers in rebounding from him, and that's what George does. He wants to average double-digit rebounds.
The first one falls. And George drops them both. The Nuggets trail by 6. Lawson outside. Pass to Wolf. Outside for Lawson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's blocked by Stevenson.
He has not been on his game. And
Look out, man!
Rim is shaken.
I'd say that shot was well within his range.
You think so? I mean, I was pretty good from 2 feet and in myself. That's a gimme there.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. That's good. 10 points for the machine. Pacers leading by 6. Hill up top. Lawson defending. And the basket by Hill.
Starting to get a little momentum here after that scoreless first quarter.
Denver's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Robinson kicks to Lawson. Denver passing it around. Robinson passes to Chandler. Shot clock at 6. Outside for Lawson. Releases. Again, the Nuggets score.
A little lucky, frankly, but they did get it to go.
And here is Hill. He's got 7. Outside for George. And the foul goes on Roy Hibbert. That is his first foul of the game. Luis Scola, who's checked in for Indiana. The Nuggets trail by 6. Robinson passes to Wolf. Chandler with the screen on West. Now Chandler inside. Terrific design on the pick play. He lays it in. Chandler's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Here's Hill, averaging 12 points a game. Throws it up high, and George with the stuff.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
Denver's gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. They set the pick. Here's Lawson, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Well, Ty Lawson given the keys to this Nuggets offense last year by George Karl. And I think Brian Shaw now has similar confidence in his point guard, allowing him to really run this team in transition, get them out and firing.
First one falls for him. And going back to Lawson and his quickness, one of the fastest guards, don't you think, Clark, end-to-end in this game?
Yeah, and I think he's just a lot stronger than people think, and he's a terrific finisher around the rim for a guy who's probably only about 5'10". I know they try to list him taller than that, but he is a dynamo and a terrific point guard. I love watching him go.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Indiana leading by 4. Here is Watson, averaging 6 points per contest. Johnson from outside, and that one's good. Johnson's got 5.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Fareed the pass to Wolf, and the shot is good.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Indiana's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Johnson with it. Robinson picks him up. Here's Copeland, right now averaging 5 points a game. In low to scope, and it's blocked by Wolf. Nice D from Kenneth Fareed.
Tough D on the inside.
Put up a roadblock, a construction barrel right there. That's what he brings defensively.
Robinson with it. He has 7. He feeds it to Fareed. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. And now just a 3-point Pacer lead. Balanced scoring, Clark and Steve, for them. They're moving it well.
Yeah, you love to see teams share the sugar. Everybody getting a touch, everybody enjoying an opportunity to score. That makes it a lot of fun for everybody on the court.
You know, it sounds better when you say it than watching it. Okay? I like better when you say it. Sharing the sugar.
Well,
right, Steve?
Yeah, pass the cream, too. I mean, while you're at it. I mean, this has been something to watch. I mean, just everybody getting involved.
Here's the machine after Luis Scola's score. Here's Wolf, and Denver again with the bucket.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
Yeah, it sure has, Clark. I mean, with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they really haven't had to do much on the perimeter.
Now here's West. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Sacramento.
It wasn't just offense either, Kevin. He was so disruptive defensively. I don't remember how many steals he had, but, man, he was dominant out there.
The Nuggets trail by 5. Lawson kicks to Fareed.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play we're going to remember when this game is all said and done.
And for the Pacers, they're shooting the ball beautifully in the second quarter. They're at 55% from the field. Out left to the wing. Here's West. And it's Denver with the rebound.
Rebounds are split just about down the middle in this game, Clark.
I'd venture to guess whichever team is able to maintain that energy level on the glass will have the upper hand the rest of the way.
Here's the machine. He's coming off a 37-point game against Portland.
Put in a lot of good work on the boards. That helped him, too.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Yeah, he's sensing this is a critical time in this game, guys.
Indiana's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. And the call will be against Ty Lawson. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
That's the risk you run by staying out there as he picks up his 3rd.
And some changes here for the Pacers. Mahimi comes in for David West. And it's Hill in for Chris Copeland. And so that's the end of the first half. From the Pepsi Center in downtown Denver, we're back in a moment.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
And it's time to bring you the halftime report on 2K Sports. Out in Denver, the Nuggets are taking care of business against the Pacers. A top-tier team looking strong with the best record in the conference. Roy Hibbert has been outstanding. He's got 12 points and has been very efficient, converting his shots into points with a nice field goal percentage. On the Pacers side of things, they managed to hang around. Their second unit giving them instant offense. They've gone to their bench for scoring, and they've answered the call. The machine has been locked in so far. He's up to 14 points, and he's had some good court vision, helping out in the assist department as well. That'll be it for the halftime report. The second half is coming right up. Hope to see you next time.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And we welcome you back to the NBA here on 2K Sports. If you're just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And we're ready to get going once more. The players having a chance to have a short break and get some rest themselves and get refueled and hydrated with some Gatorade. More terrific basketball in store for us tonight.
Some really terrific numbers for the machine. He has 14 points, and he's rejected more than his share of shots today.
Well, interior defense at its best, fellas, and that's what we've seen out of him.
Wolf, he's in at power forward. Robinson is out there with Lawson, and there's Hickson, and it's Chandler in at the small forward position. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets, and he gets it to go. The machine's got the lead up to 5 now for Denver.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
Wow, are they moving the ball right now? They look good.
Hill dishes to West. Hibbert inside. Hickson covering. Puts it up from 12. Count the bucket. 14 points for Roy Hibbert.
Really did a nice job recognizing the mismatch that he had and immediately cashing in with that mid-range jumper.
Lawson the pass to Hickson. That is in there. Lawson with the assist. Lawson's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
Yeah, that's 4 straight trips, guys, where their passes have ended up in scores. 4 straight assists. Great team play.
Now, here is George. He's got 7. Now, here is Robinson. Robinson off a pick from Hickson. Robinson goes in and stolen by Hibbert. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Kicks it out to Granger. Hibbert dishes to Hill. Pass to West. And he converts the layup. West has got 4 this quarter.
And you can feel the pattern of this game, guys. They're working it inside, dominating in the paint, getting good shots at will.
Well, 4 of their last 5 baskets, guys, have been of exactly that variety.
Robinson against Hill. There's the dish to Hibbert. It's stolen by Hickson. Robinson against West. Robinson kicks to Lawson. Back to Robinson. Down low. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on David West.
They got to bring the double team on him.
Yeah, I would have expected to see that already, Clark.
The Nuggets have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line. The free throw is off from Wolf. Pacers trail by 5. Hibbert with a screen for George. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. George has got 9.
So I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
Yeah, that's 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed on good looks right at the rim.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hi, guys. Over that break, I was able to catch the message Brian Shaw was giving to his team. He thinks the use of ball screens against this defense would make a huge difference, and that's what he relayed to his players. He told them also they should be swarming to the basket at the offensive end. He wants a lot of bodies inside. Those could prove to be crucial changes to their strategy with this game getting ready to enter the stretch drive, Kevin.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Taken away. Now running up the court, Robinson pushing it up. Here's the machine, covered by Hibbert. Got a piece of it. Wolf passes to Robinson. And that one's good. Robinson's got 11 points.
That's 4 straight from the field, guys. Off to a quick start this third quarter.
Pacers trail by 5. Timeout called the Pacers. One guy has been getting it done as the machine.
He's in one heck of a groove with the scoring. They're going to talk it over and try to figure out how to slow him down.
Two-on-one as they jump out on the break. Here's Robinson. That one falls, coming off Lawson's feet. And now a 7-point Nugget lead for Indiana. They've gotten 4 of the first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break.
And you look at Ty Lawson, he was drafted in 2009, a draft class full of point guards. But he got lost in the shuffle, fell all the way to the 18th pick in the draft. But terrific find for the Nuggets, who found their point guard of the future.
Here's Lawson after David West's bucket. Lawson kicks to Chandler. They get it back. Wolf. Granger with the defensive effort. Pacers trail by 5. The drive by Hill. And there's West. That good on the assist by Hill. And that's now 10 points for David West. And you know, for those who used to watch Ty Lawson lead North Carolina back to the title in 09, he's doing the same things he did back then here in the pros.
That's exactly right, Kevin. An excellent shooter, a really great passer, unbelievable speed, quickness, and vision. But I think it's the change of pace with that blistering speed that really keeps defenders on their heels. He's a perfect fit for the way Denver likes to play.
Here is Robinson. Paul George making his last shot. Lawson kicks to Robinson. 6 on the shot clock. And there's the basket on the shot from Wolf. The Machine's got 6 in the quarter.
A large part of what they've been able to do here is centered around his offense.
Lawson's against Hill. On the wing, Granger. Looks for Hibbert. Gets it to him. From down in the low post, it goes. Hibbert's got 16 points.
And he's made the most of his chances, hasn't he? He really needs to continue to work for those good looks.
Robinson passes to Wolf. And it's good. The Machine's got 22. Pacers trail by 3. Hill inside. Lawson defending. It's stolen by Hickson. Lawson dishes to Hickson. Kicks to Chandler. Hickson passes to Chandler. And that one's good. He's got 9. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Nuggets.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And something else they've excelled at is their interior defense. A lot of blocked shots for them tonight.
It's stolen by Hickson. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Robinson misses.
Hey, the defense was right there, just waiting, doing a nice job of anticipating that play.
Steve, every team needs tough interior defense to be successful.
And Indiana making a change here. And here are the Pacers now. It's a 5-point game. Hill with it. And it's Miller picking him up. Hill kicks to Granger. Doubled by Foy. Granger drives in. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Rebound by Wolf. The Nuggets leading by 5. Now Miller averaging 6 points per contest. And the shot is good.
Well, he wasn't phased at all by the bigger man on him. And on the low block, I thought he might be.
You know, Steve, I thought maybe he'd prefer to bring him out to the perimeter, but whatever works, go to it.
Hill kicks to Scola. Fades back. And too long on the shot.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Here's Miller. Here's Wolf. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Good strength there. Just barely off with that attempt.
I don't think you can fault him right there. A lot of contact on that one.
He's made 2 of 3 from the stripe tonight.
Well, his free throw numbers this year are below 70%. So when he's getting to the line, he has not been effective.
And I don't think there's any question about it, guys. He's got to bring that percentage up. I mean, those are the kind of free throw numbers that will get you in a coach's doghouse and get your teammates a little mad at you.
The Pacers making a change here. Johnson's checked in. He doesn't get the second one. Pacers trail by 7. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. And a look at the top single-season player efficiency ratings. I love this statistic. Wilt Chamberlain, Michael Jordan, LeBron James, and we've got some more modern talent representing as well.
Yeah, you're talking the elites of the game when you go down that list. Interesting to see a new school stat kind of juxtaposed with the old school legends, but you know, the rankings obviously make sense if those guys are at the top.
First free throw is good. Darrell Arthur, he's checked in for the Machine. And here's Stevenson. He has 5. On the wing, Granger. Granger, right side. Dishes it to Stevenson. Back to Granger. 4 on the clock. The shot is off. Great D that time from Floyd. Denver leading by 6. Miller with the ball. He's picked up by Hill. Foy dishes to Fournier. Can't hit from in close.
Pretty good defense there. I mean, that's a shot that he can make, but they really challenged him.
Hill passes to Granger. Outside, George. Wide open shot is on the money. George has got 6 here in this quarter. A tight game here in Denver. Miller, the pass to Wolf. Back to Miller. Here's the Machine, guarded by Scola. Paul George with the steal. And it's the Machine with the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
That foul gives him 4, so he's just 2 away from being Dairy Queen.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Fournier. And Nate Robinson is subbed in for Randy Ford. Granger, good. Now just a 2-point Denver lead.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Well, that's important because this game, I think, is going to be decided by who controls the paint in crunch time.
Robinson passes to Wolf. Out to Gallinari. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. And while we have a second, let's see which squads have topped the league in assists during the past month. The Nuggets, number 1.
And what really stands out during this recent stretch is just how well they're passing the ball. This is a club that is very unselfish.
There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter. Hill against Miller. Hill kicks to George. It's back to Hill for the tie, and it's good on the way in. Hill's got the game tied up here for Indiana.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
Yeah, the defense has been futile here. 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
Now, here is Robinson. He's got 13. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. That's good, and it's Miller with the assist.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
And they'll probably let the clock wind down here.
Exactly. No need to give the ball back before the end of the quarter.
Here's Scola. Second chance shot, and he lays it up and in. Scola's got 4 this quarter.
Did you see the defense get caught standing around that time, giving up an easy second chance bucket?
Simply need more of an effort on the boards there, Steve.
Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. It's all tied in Denver. It's been a passing display all night long as the State Farm assist of the game features one of 12 assists, Steve, we've seen tonight from Hill. Denver with the ball. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. On the court for Indiana, Paul George is the 3 with David West at the 4. At the 1 and 2, George Hill and Lance Stevenson. And it's Hibbert in at the 5 down low.
Shooting for Denver. At the line for 2.
That's good from Wolf. All free throws good from Wolf.
Perhaps that'll be the start of a turnaround because he's been ice cold from the line all game long.
Indiana trailing here. Hill dishes to Hibbert. Puts it up from 12. And that one hits back iron.
Boy, you wonder what the score of this game would be if they weren't pulling down all these rebounds.
Love what I'm seeing from them in the paint.
And now both of these clubs really in a groove here.
Already a high-scoring game, but it has become an offensive showcase down the stretch.
Here's Hill. Hill gets a screen from Hibbert. Hill passes to Hibbert. He dishes it to Stevenson. 6 to shoot. Hill drives in. West kicks to Hill. Cannot hit. Great D that time from Wolf. The Nuggets leading by 4. And again, it's Wilson Chandler. Chandler's got 4 this quarter. Indiana shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Ray Robinson picks one up. And a chance now to check out the schedule for Indiana. Well, they've got the Lakers ahead of them after this game. And the next game, it'll be played in Los Angeles. And that's the final game of this 5-game road run for the team.
Well, you know, the fans out in Brooklyn desperately hoping for their team to win that one.
And that one falls for Stevenson. And Stevenson drops them both. The Nuggets leading by 4. Robinson off a pick from Wolf. Robinson passes to Wolf. And Hill over to help. Chandler outside. Lawson from outside. And that one's good.
The defense sagged off, and he did not hesitate to rise up and bury that 3.
Pacers trail by 7. Outside Hill. Here's Hibbert. From down in the low post, it goes.
Yeah, he's been the key cog in their offense with the way he shot the ball.
His percentage today beyond impressive. Certainly not his fault the score is what it is.
Robinson passes to Wolf. Into J.J. Hickson. And stolen by Hibbert. George dishes to Hill. And with that, the Denver lead is cut down now to just 3 in the basket from George.
Not too many of those shots were dropping for him in the first half, but it's been a different story here in the second.
Robinson passes to Wolf. And yes, sir, that one drops. The Machine's got 12 points in just the second half.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
The drive by Hill. Hibbert kicks to Hill. Clock at 6. Stevenson dishes to Hibbert. Stevenson passes to Hill. Robinson pulls it in. The Nuggets leading by 5. Pass to Wolf. Outside for Lawson. And again, Denver with the triple.
They've done a lot of good work with the ball. Really moving both the ball and moving bodies, getting quality chances at the hoop.
And they're not wasting chances when they get it. I mean, they're hitting their shots.
Hill kicks to Hibbert. Tries yet again, and it's good on the layup. Hibbert's got 4 points this quarter.
And his specialty is tracking down those great offensive rebounds that oftentimes he can put right back up for an easy deuce.
Steve, he is always on the prowl. I mean, you got to body him up early, or he'll stake out that prime real estate for those second shot opportunities.
Pacers trail by 6. Hill with it. West, right side. And that one comes up a bit short. For Denver, they've gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. On the wing, Chandler. Stolen by Stevenson. And it's the Machine with the foul. That will be foul number 5 on him.
Boy, it's been a tough go in terms of fouls for him. I mean, my goodness, he can't stay out of the way of fouls.
Danny Granger is checked in for Indiana. Hill against Lawson. Hill kicks it to West. Denver grabs the miss. The Machine's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And Lawson, here we go, from past the arc. They get it back. No good from Wolf. Pacers trail by 6. Hibbert with a screen for Granger. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Nuggets. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. The free throw drops for Granger.
The story in the first half was their low free throw percentage. They've corrected that here in the second half, and hopefully they can build on it as this game continues to progress.
And so Granger nails both of them. The Nuggets leading by 4. Lawson dishes to Robinson. Chandler up top. Hickson passes to Chandler. 5 on the clock. Lawson gets the screen from Wolf. With the floater, and the layup good by Lawson. And the Nuggets lead by 6.
He's been ready to do work in the fourth quarter.
For Indiana, they've gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Here's Hibbert. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. That's now 22 points for Roy Hibbert.
Well, this quarter has gone awfully well for him. It seems like every chance he's gotten, he's pretty much converted.
Robinson kicks to Lawson. And good on the basket. Book it. Lawson's got 10 points here in the second half.
How about the boost he's giving his team? He's 4 for 5 shooting here in the fourth quarter.
Hibbert with a screen for Hill. Hibbert in the high post. And George, here we go. And Nate Robinson picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And the next foul will put them over the limit and in the bonus.
A chance to get some easy points at the line here, so it makes sense to be aggressive.
West off the pick from Hibbert. Robinson against George. Drops in the layup for 2.
Boy, you don't expect to get opportunities that easy coming down the stretch of a tight game.
Lawson outside. Denver passing it around. Hickson sets the screen for Robinson. Hickson passes to Wolf. 5 to shoot. Here's Lawson. Another shot. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, the defender draped all over him.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there.
At the line for 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And he makes the first, but misses the second.
Well, that one miss shouldn't be too costly because he was able to make it a 2-possession lead at least.
A nice shot by George. The Nuggets leading by 3. Robinson goes in. Paul George with the steal. Inside. Danny Granger, the bucket on the assist by Hill. And that's now 6 points for Danny Granger. Nuggets have gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Been some solid looks for them. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
It's really a good picture of what not to do on those last 2 possessions. I mean, they're being way too casual with the ball.
Yeah, it's going to cost them if they keep it up. They need to get back to playing efficient basketball.
Gallinari, he's checked in for Denver. Pacers shooting so far. So it's Indiana picking up the win. Clark, what a game.
Yeah, they kept their cool, stayed with the game plan, and that's why they came out on top.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Guys, Paul George standing by with me here. And Paul, first, congratulations on the win. What's the attitude you have as a team right now?
Continue to play together, and we can just stick to that, keep working, staying confident, keep defending, and knocking shots down. We'll be all right.
Paul, thank you so much. Guys, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. And folks, that about concludes our broadcast tonight. For Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching as we leave you with our Jordan Player of the Game, Roy Hibbert.
Hey, my man. Thanks for seeing me again, champ.
No problem. Always willing to listen.
I appreciate that. I really do. Oh, hey, I saw the game last night. Oh, you crushed it. You crushed it completely. I made a note to myself. I said, I need to see him again immediately. So, I gotta know. You thought about my offer?
Yeah, of course. And again, I want to say thank you for the offer. It's very nice.
Oh,
but
sure, please.
I can't leave my friend. All right? I've known him forever, and it's not right.
No, I understand completely. I mean, friendship is the cornerstone of business, and friendship is very important. But I mean, I also have to say, it just gnaws at me a little bit. You're kind of doing yourself and your family a bit of a disservice. See, if he was a real friend, he would also know that business is just that. Business.
Yeah, it's not that simple. And plus, it's not like I'm struggling to make ends meet right now.
Oh, yeah, of course you aren't. I didn't mean to imply that, but you got to get yours while you can, right? Huh? See, you're not going to be an NBA star forever, and a career ender could be around the corner. You never know. You see, these are your peak years for earning. And, I mean, your friend has probably already talked to you about this, right? I'm sorry. That's not even my business. Hey, look. Why don't you take this from me as a sign of good faith?
No, I can't accept that.
Sorry, it's already yours. It's already yours. You just think of it as a tiny piece of the things that could be coming your way.
I mean, it's thank you. It's very nice.
Well, you enjoy that, all right? And we'll talk again soon. Okay?